a circular orbit of 377.035 kilometers gives me a period of 12 hours for that orbit, which is a nice period to work with. I can see it's going to be coming in inclined a bit, but that's okay. Let's come northwards. I do want to be... We're going to have to make some plane changes too, but what's nice about Minmus is that it's so light. Like the body itself is so light that it's so small. That's the word I'm looking for. It really isn't a big deal. Okay, 377. Dun-dun-dum. So what am I at? About a 27 meter per second burn. That's not a big deal. That's good. All right. Let's get out there. So it's a 2-second burn. So let's reduce our thrust here. 6 seconds sounds good. Okay, let's get out there. Whoa! Oh, I know what's going on. Okay, we'll let this... I still have this script going. And I think it, in combination with persistent rotation, not a good combination. So, I still have my alignment script going. Okay, let's run that X-Man. I think everything's good. That was funny. All right, 30 seconds to the burn. And see how close this gets. Here it comes. Oh, it's so nice doing all this stuff closer to home and not interplanetary and fighting with all of that finicky stuff. That's close enough. See, that align, little align program, which aligns the solar panels for me, it keeps running until I hit delete, because it lets me sit there and wait for it to settle down, and then I can hit delete. I shouldn't be time warping. Oh, shoot. Oh, I gotta hit this delete. There we go. Don't do that. What are you doing to me? There we go. All right, let's get to... out of maneuver when we cross into Minmus's sphere of influence in 5 days. So let's say goodbye again. Oh, more battery issues with the moon relays. We will go out to those moon relays at some point in the future. They are in a state. But once we get sort of our Kerbals established and being able to go back, when back and forth to the moon become routine, we will use that as an opportunity to fix up those moon relay satellites, because they are in a bit of a mess. Okay, that is our alarm for crossing into Minmus's SOI. There is Minmus right there. Let's put this back on orbital. That's better. Okay, cross in there. Did we cross? I think we crossed. I just realized I'm retrograde. That doesn't matter. That doesn't... I'm realizing I'm coming in retrograde on Minmus, but that doesn't matter. It was just by accident. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to really reduce the thrust on this. This thing still has a lot of ignitions. Oh, not a ton. And I want to make that 377.35. As far as I can tell, it's above Minmus's equator, though it's kind of hard to tell. We're going to put this on the radially out vector, which is not that one. Which is that one. And I want just How much did I reduce that throttle by? I'm very paranoid. Let's get in here and like 0.5 that. That's good. That's what I want to see. So we're just pushing that Apple app. That's good. 3377.053. That is fine. Get the solar panels nicely aligned again. I know my inclination is not right, but that's okay for now. We'll fix the inclination in just a little bit. So, in fact, we'll fix the inclination while we do this capture. So, what I need is my apoapsis to be about, I wrote it down here, 561.83. You'll see how all this will work in just a little bit. What did I say? 561. 561.83. And actually, what I'm mostly interested in, and I think this will tell it to me, yes, is what the period of this capture will be. And KSP does give you the predicted period. I want this period to be 2 days and 4 hours exactly as I can. That's really the really important bit of this. So we're dialing this in. There it is. 2 days, 4 hours, 0 minutes, and 0 seconds. So the idea of all of this... Oh, shoot, I got to still fix inclination. But I'll explain the idea here. The idea here is that we're going to come into this orbit, which is elliptical, but with a period that is 16 hours. And we're going to drop one of our satellites, and then we're going to ride around with the vessel. We'll circularize the satellite we dropped to a period of 12 hours so that this orbit will be 4 hours more than 12 hours, which is exactly 1/3 of the period I want. So that if we do one more orbit, we'll end up 1/3 of an orbit off from the satellite I dropped. And that's what I want. I want 3 satellites all equally spaced around the circle. If you don't get that, we'll see how that works in just a little sec. But I just realized as well, I need to fix inclination. That's my own silliness. I want this inclination to be 180. So we got to see if we can get this to. Might not. No. 174, 175, 177. I can't get it exactly to 180, but that's because I'm not exactly on the node here, so I gotta play with the timing a bit. Will that help? Oh, I was looking at the wrong numbers. That never helps to look at the wrong numbers. Okay. The question is, can I get closer to 180? I'm looking at this number right here. Oh, I think I can get it. I can get it. There we go. So inclination, no, that's the longitude of the ascending node. Inclination's at the top. Oh my gosh, why are both those numbers too close? Okay, I need to move it a little further. You know what? I think I'm being too picky. Let's put it back on periapsis. Let's just get the inclination as low as we can get it, or I guess technically as high as I can get it. And then we'll fix the inclination after. It'll be cheap. Okay, I need to bring down my period again. Oh, it was so close before, and now it's being a pain. Okay, it's not going to let me get it exactly, but it's 2 days, 4 hours, and 2 seconds. My inclination is 177.2. Ideally, it should be 180, but that's good enough. That's going to be a good enough burn for now. Let's fix this thrust limiter because it's saying the burn will take forever. That's good. All right, we are ready to go. So let's get ourselves, I don't need alarm clock anymore. Let's get ourselves to that burn. Oh, I did the same thing, didn't I? I did. Oh dear. That's okay. Okay, let's get you on there. Okay. Delete to end that. Run the Xman script. Signal lost. Oh no. Oh dear. Signal lost, waiting for acquired signal. This is not good. I should have seen, we can recover, but I should have. Shoot. As long as we get a capture, we're fine. I don't think it'll let me even maneuver. Where's our communication lines? Shoot. Oh, we just got it. Okay, it's doing it. It's doing it. Oh, if I started the script, it's doing it now. We just got our communication. If I started the script before I lost my communication, that wouldn't have been a problem. The script would have executed anyway. I gotta think about these things. We'll see how close it gets. Again, the main thing is the period. Where is period? It's on this one, isn't it? This one? Period. That's what I want. Okay, it overcooked it just a smidge. Okay, program has ended. Let's get rid of that. And we're going to turn down this thrust limiter a lot. Spin this around to prograde. My period is a little bit too long. So I want to fix that. Oh, it gave me the contract, so I don't have to worry about that. It's saying that's good enough, but it's not good enough for me. Okay, I want to increase this period by about 5 minutes. So, I went 9 seconds too long. I got to be careful with this. How many ignitions I got left? I shouldn't fart around 11. I'm 9 seconds off. It's close enough. It's close enough. Close enough for this purpose. Okay, that's that. And this time I'm going to actually exit this program. There. And then we won't get that wobbly stuff. Now, what I need to do is still fix my inclination. My inclination is 177.2. I would love it to be just like exactly 180. And in order to do that, I need to know where the ascending and descending nodes of this orbit is. And I can't really tell, but I can if I bring out my Kerbal Engineer. And if I edit, I'll edit this first HUD here. And I'm looking at orbital, and I'm looking at time to equatorial ascending node and time to equatorial descending node right there. Turn that off. Get rid of Kerbal Engineer. And it's telling me I am 3 hours and 7 minutes. That's the one that's coming first from the equatorial ascending node. So let's get to that. I'm just looking at the time here. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Close enough, about a minute away. This is the ascending node, so I need to burn in a anti-normal direction, so that's completely the other way. This way. My thrust really low. I want this. Yeah, it is. So what I'm looking here at is my inclination. And where is my time? I'm about almost at 20 seconds too, so we'll get ready to do this. But this should fix my inclination. I want it to be 180. I need a lot of thrust. Okay, that's 179. There, 180 inclination. So I'm super happy with that. What's my period at? My period's still a little off, but honestly, that doesn't really matter. Actually, I don't need to align it. The alignment is fine the way it is. So, what I'm looking at... Whew. As we move along, is this... Oh, boy. So, I want to... Let's time warp. Open up this. I've got to get to my periapsis, get ready to drop my first satellite. So, let's say 10 minutes before periapsis. Yep. And we'll time warp to that, and then I'm hoping this will really make a lot of sense. I'm a little bit concerned with my signal over here. Like, am I going to get the... Oh, I got it. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay. So, we're all good. Not going to use this. Okay. Going to point this retrograde, because that's the direction we got to burn anyway. Come on, retrograde. And we're going to insert this first satellite here. So we're just going to take this. We're going to decouple it. We're going to switch to our satellite here. Turn this engine on. Activate. Okay, what's the thrust to weight on this? It is berserk. So we're going to turn this right down. And what we need to do, let's just time warp a little. We need to bring this period down to exactly 2 days. And it only will take about 10 meters per second. Actually, why don't we use... No. Yeah, let's use a maneuver. Let's do run... Here. I have this. Why not use it? Circ at... periapsis, because that's all I got to do. What? Run circ at PER. Okay, I'm not quite sure what... Oh, I think I know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I think I turned this thrust way too low. And it's trying to create the maneuver in the past. Circ at periapsis. Okay, I don't know what's going on. We're going to do this manually. I'm not sure what's up with that. Okay, we're going to turn this thrust down. What is our time to periapsis here? We're still 8 minutes away from periapsis, so let's get ourselves a little closer. Looking at our time to periapsis up here. Actually, it's down here too. Okay, keep that locked on periapsis, SAS on. And again, all I want to do is bring this period down to 2 days right on the button. So let's start throttling. Okay, we're good. Oh, we can let ourselves get a lot closer. Not quite sure why that's... I could have been typing something wrong. I wasn't reading the error messages that were coming up. Okay. So I'm just watching this period. That is the most important if you are doing this. Getting the period right down. That is what is the most important thing. Using pitch to kind of adjust the period a little bit. Okay, a little bit. Oh, overdid it. No, I didn't. What did I do here? Just put it on there. Okay. That, I overdid it. I always end up overdoing it. 0.5. That back. Gotta go to prograde. Gotta add 11 seconds to this. And then it's there. There we go. 2 days, 0 hours, 0 minutes, 0 seconds. Let's align this onto the normal vector. So that is relay satellite numero 1. Inserted. So now if we go to our other probe, gotta see it here. Relays. There we go. I don't think I'm close enough to switch to it, am I? Oh, I am. Nice. Okay, put it on its normal vector. And for those people that have never seen this happen before, here, I'll use alarm clock again to add another alarm about 10 minutes before we're at periapsis. Add that alarm. So, as we ride around, here is our transfer vehicle, and here is the satellite I just dropped. It is in a lower orbit, so it will be going faster. But because this orbit here is about 4 hours longer than this orbit, which 4 hours being a third of the period of this orbit, when we get to here it's going to stop us. This should now be a third of an orbit in between, or very, very close to it. Then we're just going to drop another satellite, and then we just do that one more time with the main thing. There we go. Oh, I should rename the vessel. Very, very astute of you. I should definitely rename the vessel. PX Delta says, rename the vessel. You're absolutely 100% right. We'll do it with this one. So this is, we're going to extend these antennas, because I want to make sure I can communicate with this thing. Okay, and then we're going to decouple this. Yeah. It's not going anywhere. And we're switched to you. See if I can not nudge you out of here. If I just use a little kick with the... There we go. Back. Oh, I turned it the wrong... Ah, well, it worked. It worked. Okay. Turn on this. Thrust limiter. Get it down. Again, I want this thrust to weight to be... Let's activate that engine. Thrust to weight much lower than that. That's good. Okay, let's rename this one. So this one is going to be renamed as Minmus Relay 2. The one we just dropped is Minmus Relay 1, and then we'll rename this one Minmus Relay number 3. Okay, let's get close. Let's see if I can figure out why that was happening with the KOS script. So if I run circat periapsis really doesn't like it. There's some sort of error happening there. This might be the first time I've tried to run it when I actually have a capture already. Maybe there's something in the script that doesn't like the fact that we're already captured and I'm trying to... I don't know. Let's get close to periapsis. We don't need it anyway. Okay, so 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 1 minute. Put that onto retrograde, and the same idea, reduce our period down to exactly 2 days is all this is about. And we'll have a nice relay system around Minmus, all ready for us to do our landings. Okay, throttle up. This time I'll try not to overcook it. Okay, I'm going to really reduce this throttle. Here, let's keep that pinned. Need to knock off another minute and 40 seconds. Need to knock off 3 more seconds. Put that right down to 0.5. 2, 1, 0. There, done. That's another one inserted. Oh, I'm still locked to retrograde here. Oh, there isn't a KOS module. Jack Marriott says there is not a KOS module on that probe. And yes, he is 100% correct. I only have a KOS module on this guy. So that is me being very, 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 very dense. Okay. While I'm at this and thinking about it, so there, it was a dumb problem. This is Minmus relay number 3. Again, adding an alarm for periapsis. 10 minutes. Again, I'm going to watch it from out here because I think it's easier to see what's going on from out here. So, time warping. So this one here should now fall right in this position between those two. Here, let's put on all the lines. You can see all our lines. Warning, Minmus Relay 3 batteries are almost dead. Oh, now they're fine. Don't know what that was about. Why did it have something bad? I thought I worked that out. I don't know. Maybe I didn't work it out as well as I thought I did. There we go. See, it's making a nice triangle between these ones. And we'll delete that, and we don't need alarm clock, but now this should finally work. Run circ at periapsis. Hey! Now I don't know what its predicted period's going to be. We'll find out. We'll fix it once it's done. So that's fine. Here we don't need this anymore. Amazing when you actually have the KOS module on there that it finally suddenly works. Okay. This is only a 5.5 even with as little thrust as this. It was saying this burn was only going to be 5 seconds. It's only 5.5 meters per second for the burn. Told you that this circularization was almost nothing. Okay, let's warp to the maneuver. Oh, it's there. And run that X-Man script. We'll see how close the period just comes. I wasn't even looking at the period. I just simply circularized. And get yourself on there. You can do it, probe. It's just oscillating her. There it goes. We'll see how close this comes, because I wasn't even looking at the period. I'm simply circularizing. Should be pretty close to 2 days, but well, I'm sure we'll have to tweak it a little bit. Get a little closer here. Okay. 3, 2, 1, and go. This saves a bit of time. All right, and overdid it by 28 seconds. But considering I wasn't even looking, I can't complain about that. Let's put that on prograde. Put this thrust limiter again at 0.5. Harry on the chat saying that he's been experimenting today with McJeb. And I completely get why people use McJeb, because you do, I mean, I'm doing a lot of automation here. Here, let's just do this. I overshot by 1 second. What the heck? Was this at 0.5? Yeah. And there are tasks that just start to become repetitive with time. So it's nice to be able to do some automation with them. And not everybody's going to be into coding and working with KOS. I kind of find it fun, but it certainly isn't for everybody. So I completely get why McJeb is something that is so popular. Okay, let's see. Do I need one more line? There we go. There is our Minmus Relay network all ready for people to come and start exploring with Minmus. What are those? These are lines coming from interplanetary probes. Oh my goodness. But but exploring Minmus and getting our Kerbals into space, that's all going to have to be for next week.